My dear Countess, you're looking lovely.
Thank you. I hope I am not late.
No. 10 o'clock exactly.
Good. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning. Good morning, Countess.
I have just remembered that Sunday is the 15th anniversary that Aldrina's father and I founded this club. And so I would like to invite you all with your families to a little dinner that night at my house.
My wife and I will be honored, Countess.
What a delightful notion.
Good morning, all.
Good morning.
Good morning, Aldrina. Oh, looking lovely, my dear. Lovely. Well, shall we get down to business? Let me see. Oh, yes. First item on the agenda, what to decide about Paul Clark's nephew.
You all already know how I feel about it. I have nothing more to say.
I'm afraid, my dear, we have no choice. A club rule is a rule or it is nothing.
Aldrina, you cannot say the young man acted out of ignorance.
That is true. Very true.
Well, since we have already discussed this matter very thoroughly among ourselves, may I suggest that we vote, Mr. President?
Very well. As always, right hand means yes, left hand means no. And, as always, majority rules. Donald, the decision on Paul Clark's nephew is no. Tell him we're very sorry. Extremely sorry. Second item. The green on our 17th hole. The General has suggested that it be moved about 40 feet to the left, away from the sand trap.
That is because the General has a habitual hook.
I understand why you are crying, Aldrina. He was such a charming young man, and so handsome. And you are so lonely.
Let us hope it will never be necessary again.
Except that Paul Clark may send someone else down here.
Oh, I hope not. Oh, I most earnestly hope not.
Thanks. All right, Paul, what can we do for you?
Harry, there's a little errand I'd like you to run for me down in the Gulf of Mexico.
No, thanks. The last time Mr. Lime ran a little errand for you, Mr. Clark, he nearly got murdered.
There'll be nothing like that this time. I give you my word. Harry, there's no danger whatsoever. Believe me. Come over here a minute. Now, Isla del Sol, the island of the sun. About 40 miles from the coast of Mexico. It's largely uninhabited except for a sleepy little town here and a millionaires club, the Farm Bay Club, they call it here. 6 months ago, I bought all this land here. And I mean to put up a 3,000-room resort hotel on it. Here. But not for the idle rich, Harry. No, this one will be for the average, hard-working American, the backbone of the nation. Kind of man who really needs a winter vacation.
You're a true philanthropist, Paul.
I'll make a mint, Harry, and you know it.
So what's your problem?
Well, I hardly like to admit it, but I just discovered 2 weeks ago that I don't own my beach. 3.5 miles of beautiful beach. Sand, palm trees, the works. And I thought I owned it.
Who does, Mr. Clark?
The Millionaires Club. My stupid lawyers, my stupid ex-lawyers, didn't spot it in the deed. Can you conceive of a hotel in the Gulf of Mexico without a beach?
No. No.
This Millionaires Club is 6 miles away. They have no access to my beach. They don't use it, they don't need it. But so far, they refuse to sell it.
Who belongs to this billionaires club?
Oh, that's just it. It's the kind of club where each member has his own mansion and they have a golf course, a yacht harbor, you know. But it's so private, so all-fired exclusive, they won't even make the membership list public.
Whom have you been in touch with then?
The club's manager. When he wired me last week that they wouldn't sell, I sent my nephew down there to try and talk some sense into the members. I haven't heard a word from him since. Too busy working on his suntan is my bet. Harry, I'll give you $10,000 just to go down there for the weekend. 50,000 more if you manage to buy my beach for me.
I'm sorry. Mr. Lime will require $50,000 for going and $200,000 more if he succeeds in buying the beach.
Why don't you stay out of things like this, Webster?
Because I pay him not to stay out of things like this.
But that's $250,000. It's a holdup, and you know it.
I just don't like joining clubs, Paul. That's what you had in mind, wasn't it? If I couldn't get to the members any other way. That's why you needed a millionaire.
Well, I thought you might apply for membership if you had to, but $250,000. I won't pay it.
We'll be late for our next appointment, Mr. Lime.
All right, you win your terms. I'm desperate. Everything you want, you'll find in here. If I have to, I'll pay as much as $1 million for that beach.
Right.
Oh, and send my nephew James hightailing back here. He's staying at Parker's Hotel on the island.
All right, Paul.
Harry, I've got to have that beach.
I'll do my best.
You'd better. Honest to Pete, $250,000 for a weekend's work.
Haven't you heard, Mr. Clark? It's the going rate these days for millionaires. For this one, anyway.